Hello everybody, my name's Tom, this is The Bunker, and today we are looking at Fortune and Glory, the two-player starter set for Dystopian Wars by Warcradle Studios. Okay, so fans of the channel know I have a bit of a love for Dystopian Wars and Warcradle. I think the games are excellent, I think the models are phenomenal, and at Christmas time, my friends very kindly got me this. It's been that long until I've been able to open it because we've been so busy. But this marks the start of another dive, get it, into Dystopian Wars, and I'm really excited to add two new factions to our collection, making 4, which means we'll be doing 6 games and battle reports in a season, which is what we're doing now moving forward. So super excited for that. But what do we get in this awesome box? So first off, this box is literally bulging, which is a good sign, isn't it? In here we get the Union and the Sultanate. Now the Union are what is America in the dystopian age or the dystopian world. If you head over to Warcradle's site, there's loads of information about that in the campaign books. The world is amazing, which is one of the things that sells it to me. And the Sultanate is sort of like your Indian Asian nations, as far as I understand. In this box, we've got airships and lots of flying things, which is cool. And that is just absolutely phenomenal. I love these blimps as well. So you've got an Excelsior, you get a campaign book, a rule book, all the tokens you could need, 2 Victory and Valor decks, awesome, plastic templates, and a shed ton of dice. Let's crack it open and let's have a look. Literally that box is bulgy, that's higher than the actual height of the box. So we have a campaign book, British Crown Territories map. Oh, I love stuff like that, we'll have a look in a minute. Rulebook A5. Token sets, dice. So this is where Warcradle do. They give you enough dice to actually play the game in the box. Other companies could learn from that. Critical effect dice. Cards, Victory and Valor deck for each player. And the rest of this is miniatures. So let's have a look at the gubbins and then we'll have a look at the models. So much stuff in the box, I'm actually struggling to fit it all in one shot. I'm going to open the map shortly and have a look, but this is the type of thing that separates Warcradle from others. This map highlights the global politics and state of April 1871. Now, in this world, people found essentially a giant vault in the Arctic Circle, which was mined for all the technology, and there's different minerals that give superpower to like guns, cannons, energy, things like that. That's awesome. That's going in a frame, and I'm going to open it and show you at the end. We have plastic movement templates. Plastic movement templates are so easy to just make them and make it not cardboard. Thank you, Warcradle. So that's exactly how you move your ships, and area effects and flame templates and so on. Victory and Valor cards. Now in the game, each player has a deck of Victory and Valor cards, and they're double-sided. So you can achieve like victory points for destroying certain things, and you can also use it instead to gain like boosts, so to speak, during the game. And the numbers can affect things like initiative, stuff like that. 2 full decks for both players, including the box. Dystopian Wars uses its own dice for hits and defense, but you get enough to physically actually play the game and not be able to like, oh, can I just like reroll these again because I don't have enough dice? And then critical effect dice. Now we already have another starter set, so we'll just bundle it together and have an absolute ton of them, but I think that's great because when you start firing those broadsides, you need a shed ton of dice. Token sheets are really nice, and their condition tokens are all simple, easy, colour coded as well. Beautiful cardstock, easy to pop out. I shall add those to the ones we've got already. Also have 2 booklets included. Now I'll move the campaign book aside and we'll look at the rules. So the Dystopian Wars rules are very well written. It's the version 3.05 in the box I have. And in here, it explains all the important terms, everything about the master of the ships, dice pools, shooting, gunnery. Now we've played through some of the starter missions in one of the other books. Now the rules are quite complex, but if you like that type of thing, you really get the feel that you've got 2 sort of ships blowing holes in each other and proper naval encounters, aerial attacks, torpedoes. The game has, 6 scenarios just in this starter rulebook. The artwork's beautiful. And then at the back here, we have lore. So there are way too many games that don't add this in. And the lore is far bigger than the actual rules. So that sort of gives you an idea. The world this is saying is incredible, it truly is. So the rules are meaty, let's put it that way. But they are really cool, and you know, by the time you start rolling tons of dice and seeing things blow up and stuff like that, it's a really, really cool game. I'm not going to read the rule book through. If you're interested in Dystopian Wars, check it out on their website, and I'm fairly certain that you can pick up a copy of the rules relatively cheaply, or they're actually on there as a download, I believe, but check them out. Now, in the box, Fortune and Glory, you get the Fortune and Glory campaign. Now, the way this works, there's an introduction as to what's happening in the timeline, and then you have encounters. And this is designed so that you do step by step start to learn the game. So for example, the Union player would have a Steward Sentry airship, and the Sultanate player has one unit of 2. I can't pronounce that. Skybarks. And you sort of progress along, yeah, sift through the wreckage, so you've got a lot more units in there. And you can build up things specifically to, you know, clear these missions through. And then it says how to assemble the models with all the different options as to how you can build them up. This is just sick. And I'm fairly certain that you can magnetize these up if you want to, and, you know, have a look at the extra things that you can perhaps do with them. I love the little airships. I think they just look really cool. And then obviously you've got like this giant resin thing here. Now, when me and Rob play it, we're not down to saying, oh, those weapons on there aren't exactly the thing on your list. We're not bothered. We just ruler cool everything. But obviously you can literally go through this and build it exactly as to how you want it. You can make the Titan conveyor fly. If you want to have a double body vessel, single body vessel, yeah, it's just crazy. The amount of stuff you can do in this is amazing. And yeah, I'm just going to build it all up as what I think looks really cool. And yeah, there we go. I love the flying stands War Cradle have done as well. I just think they're really cool. And then you've also got a cargo token and a ground detachment token, which is interesting, isn't it? Interesting. And then there's a rules reference at the back. So, without further ado, let's have a look at some miniatures. Starting with the most exciting miniatures, the bases. Now, obviously flat bases for your SRS tokens, they are what they are. We get enough for the miniatures obviously in the box. These bases for the flyers are ace. Now, they're textured, so it gives you the C, and then obviously you have a stand that makes your model float or fly or whatever it is, and you can position them and, you know, angle them and things like that. And you get plenty in here, but they're all textured, which I think is a lovely touch. It doesn't take a lot to make a textured base, and it just adds so much to the game. Wow, that's a lot of miniatures. Let's go through them as, I don't know, one at a time, I guess. So the multiples of the same sprue. Okay, base sprue, we've seen that already. We'll go through them one at a time. So you've got 2 sprues, which are the conveyor, I believe. And yeah, they're just, so the detail on these miniatures is absolutely excellent. You look at them and they have windows, gun turrets. They build up incredibly well. They're beautiful models, they truly are. I love that little cargo token, that's cool, isn't it? And they're like your little SRS escorts, little boats that come along, it's like that. All of the tiles are visible on them. So there's 2 of the conveyor sprues. We have 3 sprues of, I believe these are Sultanate sprues. So if you look at it again, look at that. Little planes, little sort of like, you know, like crests and, you know, like sort of, I don't know, like Asian inspired stuff on there, which just looks amazing. Again, the detail on these is incredible, absolutely incredible. They look really cool, and they have that sort of like Flash Gordon sort of look to them. Not wanting to sort of like ham this into a certain sort of genre, but they do have that Flash Gordon look, and there's even like separate planes on the sprues there. 3 sprues of Sultanate, and then we have 5 sprues of Union. Now, I think there's 5 sprues here because you join these circles together to make the larger ships, don't you? But look at that. The detail again on these miniatures is excellent. You've got a little war rotor thing there, which is one piece, which is again beautiful. Look at that, all the gantries and the substructure and all that. Yeah, absolutely incredible. So there's 5 of those sprues. Now I think that is because you literally build the cones and stick them together to make the larger airships. So 5 of those in the box. And a little baggie with some resin in it. This is the mark of a good business if they can make a decent resin cast. That's a block of resin. If you look down the side, that's straight as an arrow. But interestingly, it has the curved aspects to it as well. War Cradle, that's an incredible cast. Beautiful miniature. Well done. Well done. Also got little wee greebles and bits and bobs that go onto it as well. So obviously I'm going to enjoy building those up and expanding and creating the fleets. Now you can have a look on their website for the Orbats, which will tell you what to build and how many points there are and stuff like that. So I'll probably have a look and see how do I go about building 1,000 points. Might need to add some more. If we do, hey, who cares? The models are awesome. I promise you a look at the map, and here it is. It won't fit on my desk. So A3? No. A2? No. It's big. And so essentially it is the world as penned out. Now I'm not going to go through everything. There are different regions and areas in the dystopian age. You can pause it and have a look for your heart's content. But what an incredible little extra thing to add in. And there we go. What an incredibly stacked box set. I'm blown away. I am really, truly am blown away. Really excited to build these up. That thing's amazing. What a model. What a model. I'm really excited to have a look and build something like the list up and get my head around how to actually make these into sort of armies that we can use. So the next plan is, obviously I'll build and paint all of this. I've already got the Covenant of the Enlightened and the Commonwealth. We're going to expand everything up to, I think, 1,000 points. I mean, that might be way low. I'll have to have a look in the book. Tell us what sort of size battles you want to see. And then we will do what we call a season of battle reports, which will be 4 races having a game against each other. So there'll be 6 games and then like a roundup and things like that. So watch this space at the end of the year. So thank you ever so much for everybody who supports the channel. We really, truly appreciate it. If you love Dystopian Wars, do give us a like and a subscribe and give us a share to your friends. So until next time, stay safe, stay well, and happy hobbying. We hope you enjoyed that video. We love making content for you and really thank you for your support. If you want to learn more about the bunker, head over to tomstabletopbunker.com, where you can not only purchase some lovely new models if you're within the UK, you can also find our links to Discord and also our Patreon if you should wish to contribute. Thank you to all of our patrons, past, present and future, for the support they offer the bunker. It is truly epic and is lining up 2024 to be a fantastic year. Thank you. 荒れるかの世界この業界のリアリティ敵が味方に